when I was young, I started seeing visions and I started connecting with energies. I was not aware what it was. People also ask some funny questions like, my maid has run away.
What?
Yeah. So why has she left? Started healing people.
Okay.
But initially, it started impacting my health. Okay, so I can connect with the energies of pets also.
Acha.
If a pet is anxious, why is he anxious? What is the message that he wants to convey?
Hi everybody, I am Prateik Dua from Prateik Dua Photography and I am back with another video. Today we have a very special guest with us who I will be introducing in a bit. I am super excited for this interview and frankly during the 10 minutes call I had with her literally blew my mind up. I was not aware of the things she told me about and for literally 2 days I kept thinking about it again and again. In this interview, we will be talking about mystical things, things people don't talk about, or rather, don't like talking about it, because either they have no knowledge or they have half knowledge, which is even worse. So, before I begin this interview, I would like to confess that I never believed in fortune telling. Frankly, I used to feel that it is all a scam, making a fool out of vulnerable people. There is an incident that I would like to tell you about. It was 15th May, 3-4 years back when there was no COVID. So me and my wife we went to this place where we had a little bit of coupons left, which we couldn't in cash. So my wife suggested that let us go for the tarot card reading, and I said that I don't believe in such kind of things. You go ahead, मैं नहीं जा रहा हूँ. But when we actually sat for the tarot card reading, which my wife actually pushed me for, things she said we heard it and it came back, but they actually came true. One of the things that really surprised me was the fact that she suggested that my wife would have to go for a surgery, and which she did. There was a cyst on a thigh which had to be removed. It was a benign tumor, but the doctor suggested that we should get it removed before it becomes dangerous. It is then I realized that tarot card reading is not a scam, it is actually true. And even when I'm talking about those readings, it is bringing me chills, which is why I would like to bring Mrs. Aarushie with us, who is an excellent tarot card reader based in Delhi, who will help us telling more about this mystical art and its various forms. You can even hear this interview on our podcast on Spotify. So without any further delay, let us bring Mrs. Aarushie with us. Hi Arushi, how are you?
I am good. How are you, Prateek?
I am very well, Arushi. I have to tell you that I am most excited for this interview. मैं इस इंटरव्यू के लिए सबसे ज़्यादा लुक फॉरवर्ड कर रहा था बिकॉज आई एम रियली क्यूरियस अबाउट द होल वर्ल्ड ऑफ टैरो वर्ल्ड ऑफ रेकी आई एम वेरी क्यूरियस फॉर इट एंड आई हैव अ लॉट ऑफ क्वेश्चंस फॉर यू फॉर विच आई एम गोना बॉदर यू फॉर अ वेरी लॉन्ग टाइम सो Arshi, please tell us something about yourself and what are the various mystical forms that you practice.
Okay, I'm a tarot reader, Vedic astrologer, numerologist, Reiki healer. I'm a
Okay.
psychic, clairvoyant. I'm a spiritual counselor also.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I am really curious about the word psychic. What does that mean?
It's about getting to know about the energies of a person, getting
Okay.
to know about the future, getting to know what the other person is thinking. There's
Okay.
some power, the energies that you are able to connect with the people.
So Arushi, for how long have you been practicing the tarot card?
I've been practicing for 16 years.
Okay.
It's been 18 years when I picked up my first deck of tarot.
Acha.
Then I was in hostel.
Okay.
Uh, Post my high school, I came back, I learned, and then I started practicing as a hobby.
Okay.
And about 14 years professionally.
Okay. So what made you pick up the tarot card for the first time?
In fact, even I'm not sure what happened. Me, my mom, dad, and my brother, we
Hmm.
went for a movie at CSM Mall, Noida.
Acha.
It's recently opened a year or two.
Yeah.
That time I was here on my vacation from my high school.
Okay.
Went to a bookstore. I was into reading that time, Harry Potter, Mills and
Yeah.
Boone, and everything. So this deck was there in the bookstore, which
Acha.
attracted me like anything. And of course, we were not aware what it is. My
Yeah.
dad and mom were hesitant.
Hmm.
They were not sure why willing to spend so much. It was almost around $1,000 that time.
Yeah. That time it was a
Yeah.
lot.
So I had to really convince them purchase the deck, and just attracted me. I don't know what came into me that
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. So Arushi, what is the first reaction of people when you tell them that you are a tarot card reader?
In the recent times, it has been a very good reaction.
Okay.
Like, oh wow, you're a tarot card reader.
Hmm.
Earlier, when in the beginning, I used to tell them, "What is a tarot card reader? What does a tarot card reader do? You shuffle the cards, you play with the cards." So that time it was funny, but now because of the
Okay.
awareness, people are
Okay.
curious to know more about.
Yeah. So earlier people used to make fun of it, but now they're being more serious about
Yeah, in India, the awareness is much more now than 10 years back.
it. Okay. So you're seeing the shift now.
Yeah, definitely.
So Arushi, what was your educational background before you went into tarot card reading?
Okay, so I'm a graduate in tourism
Okay.
from College of Vocational Studies, Delhi
Okay.
University.
Acha.
And meanwhile, I was pursuing tarot as a hobby.
Acha.
So then I realized that I am not going to be into this line of tourism because sales is not my forte.
Okay.
So that's when I decided I'll switch to tarot.
Tarot reading full
Post
time.
that, I learned astrology, numerology, Reiki. I did Brahmanari Kriya, so all of that.
What is Reiki? I've heard a lot about it, but I actually don't know anything about it. So I'm asking like a layman. What is Reiki?
Reiki is all about energy transfer.
Okay.
Yeah, so there are symbols that you use. You use your hands for transferring Reiki. So it's about healing.
Okay.
You use crystals also, you use chakras also. So Reiki symbols are basically helpful in transferring the energy for healing the other person.
By healing, or what kind of a healing are you talking about?
Spiritual healing, mental healing, physical healing. So,
Okay.
yeah.
So you can do that through Reiki a little
Yes,
bit.
yes. Of
Okay.
course, if somebody is not well, medical treatment is required,
Right.
but Reiki definitely helps.
Arushi, I also want to know what was the reaction of your parents, friends, family, your husband when you told them that you were going to do tarot reading from now
My
onwards?
parents have been supportive.
Okay.
Once they got to know what tarot is,
Okay.
they were very understanding. Like I told you, I mentioned that
Hmm.
my family has been into this conventional life.
Right.
My dad was into photography. He's a Vastu consultant. So my parents have been supportive in whatever I wanted to do. But my husband, yes, that's something, a story I would love to tell. He's not into astrology, tarot, or any
Acha.
of these things. When we met, so things worked out between us, but he never believed in tarot.
Okay.
And in COVID, unfortunately, he lost his job, and
Acha.
he's never got a reading done from me.
Okay.
Never,
Acha, never.
never. He doesn't believe in it at
Acha.
all.
Okay.
Even if I suggest him any crystals or stones, he doesn't wear it. He's like, okay, fine. If you want me to do it, just keep it in my bag. So when he lost his job, I checked his questions, and his mother also asked me, check.
Yeah.
Because वो तो नहीं पूछेंगे अपने
हाँ,
आप.
वो तो नहीं
So I
पूछेंगे।
told him a particular time, around the autumn, September, October, November, you'll get a job. It was about 8 months that time. Like February, he lost his job.
अच्छा।
So you're like, पागल हो गई है, इतना time. And he actually found a job in October. So
Okay.
that's when he like, okay, it works.
It
And
works.
I did not remember that. He did not remember. One of his friends remembered. कि तेरी बीवी ने बताया था कि इस time पे होगा देख. And yes, of course, I suggested him remedies जो उसने
Okay.
bag में रखे थे and all the stuff. Wallet में मैंने उनका एक remedy रखा था.
Okay.
यार मैं पहनूंगा नहीं करूंगा नहीं जो अपने आप करते. So that's when he like, okay, fine. Now I believe
So
it
now he
works.
believes what you do is
Yeah, he
right.
believes. Still doesn't get readings done.
Okay.
Still doesn't follow remedies, but now he believes. So
That is at least a step forward.
yeah. So that was a funny incident, but
फनी इंसिडेंट से आरुषि मुझे याद आया कि कैन यू टेल अस सम फनी इंसिडेंट दैट हैपेंड ड्यूरिंग द रीडिंग और सम क्वेश्चन दैट पीपल ब्रॉट इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू
yeah. So one of the funniest thing that I remember is a girl wanted to learn tarot,
Yeah.
and the first question she asked me, so I will have to start wearing suits now. I have to
What?
start wearing kurtas now. Like, please, yeah, it's about energy. You have to learn your knowledge, not about what
Right.
you're wearing.
Doesn't
Be
matter.
comfortable in what you wear. So that was the funniest thing. People also ask some funny questions like, my maid has run away.
What?
Yeah. So why has she left?
When
Is
will
she
she
gonna
come?
come back? Maid, okay. But then, okay, fine. Probably that's a serious problem for them. But yeah, it was a little
No,
funny.
that is a serious problem actually.
Yeah, maid is a serious problem, but getting a reading done for a maid was something different for me.
Yeah, that's bizarre. Yeah.
Yeah. Love life, career, it keeps on happening. But maid was something that was different experience altogether. Okay, I'm doing a reading for a maid. Why she left?
So, what are the most common questions that people ask you?
See, earlier before COVID, it was 70% love life.
अच्छा.
70 to 80%, I would say, and
अच्छा.
20-30% was career,
Hmm.
about job change, relocation, and
Hmm.
opportunities, growth, about love life. Will I marry the person I'm with?
Hmm.
How's the future and all. Now post COVID, during COVID, it has been around 50-50, career
अच्छा.
more, and people lost a lot of
Lot of jobs
jobs.
and yeah,
Yeah,
less opportunities and
less
everything.
opportunities, financial crisis.
Yeah.
So now the questions are like 50-50, love, life, and career.
Okay.
And majorly, love is youngsters.
Was.
Yeah, career is like the age group between 25 to 40.
Arushi, I'm going to ask you a very difficult question probably.
Mhm.
It's do you believe in God?
I do.
Okay.
I'm a very spiritual person.
Okay. And if you do believe in God, do you believe in the dark energy or the supernatural thing or evilness? If so,
I do. So if
okay.
there is positive, it's negative also.
Okay. And have you ever encountered any of this dark side?
I have when I was in hostel, 11.
Seriously?
Seriously, I have. Yeah, so at that time we were a young group of 5-6 girls in our dormitory. So we tried planchette. You
I
know,
I would never try to do
no,
that.
we did, and it was not a good experience. And yeah, so the energies we all of us sensed was very dark. But yeah, it's gone, long gone.
Was probably that a reason why you went into tarot card reading or
No,
not?
no, no, not at all. Not at
Okay.
all. That's not the reason that I'm into tarot. In fact, when I was young, I started seeing visions and I started connecting with energies. I was not aware what it was. One of the incidents was I went to hostel
Hmm.
in 11th. My Nanaji passed away in Delhi. My family did not tell me about it. And my parents, for a month, and I sensed there was something wrong. Nobody mentioned anything about
Acha.
my Nanaji, and I called my mom. Miss, I want to talk to Nanaji. Something's wrong. I can sense it very strongly.
Hmm.
And for a month, they were, lying to me. Nothing has happened. Nothing has happened. When my mom came to meet me post 1 month, she told me he passed away, and I sensed it that something.
Something is
Yeah.
wrong.
So that energy was that strong.
Okay.
So since childhood, like 12, 13 years, so I could sense energies, but I couldn't understand. Now with tarot, these things get clear to me.
Okay. So you
Yeah.
got more clarity through tarot.
Yes.
And since you mentioned earlier that you teach tarot reading as well,
Yes.
so that is can be taught or you have to have some abilities in yourself of
Yes.
that sort.
Yes. You need to have that intuition that connect first of all.
Acha.
So if you're able to connect with the energies and your intuition is strong, you of course can enhance them, and
Okay.
then you pick up tarot and do the readings. It definitely works.
So Arushi, a lot of people say कि some person को नजर लग गई है, उनको कुछ हुआ है. But a lot of people don't believe in all these things. But नजर लगना सब मान लेते हैं, ये लगती है.
Hmm.
तो please tell us something about this thing. ये क्या होता
हाँ,
है?
तो ईविल आई नज़र लगना इज़ वेरी ट्रू, स्पेशली विद द किड्स। बच्चों को तो बहुत जल्दी लगती है, एंड इट्स समथिंग अनइंटेंशनल। तो आप
अच्छा.
उसको देन यू कैन रेक्टिफाई इट, पीपल बिलीव इन दैट एंड स्लोली एंड ग्रेजुअली नाउ यू आर सेइंग यस, पीपल डोंट बिलीव इन, दे डिड नॉट बिलीव इन टैरो इन द पास्ट, बट अब
हम्म.
सब विश्वास करना शुरू कर रहे हैं। एस्ट्रोलॉजी तो सब लोग मानते हैं, शुरू से ही मानते हैं
वो
इंडिया
तो
में।
शुरू से चलती आ रही है.
न्यूमरोलॉजी ऑल्सो इज पिकिंग अप, एंड टैरो वर्ल्ड वाइड वैसे ही बहुत नोन था, इंडिया में भी अब पीपल हैव स्टार्टेड बिलीविंग इट।
Okay.
यस, सो नाउ बिकॉज़ एनर्जीज़ पीपल नो, जैसे इविल आई जैसे आप कह रहे हैं, वो है,
Yes.
जेन्युइनली है कि हाँ, नज़र लग जाती है, तो आप नज़र उतारते हैं, उसकी रेक्टिफ़ाई करते हैं जो भी इश्यू है। वैसे ही आप टैरो में भी विश्वास करते हैं लोग, अब करना शुरू कर दिए, स्पेशली द यंगर जनरेशन,
Hmm.
15 टू 40, या दे हैव स्टार्टेड बिलीविंग। एल्डर्स को अभी थोड़ा टाइम लगेगा बिकॉज़ अभी वो
They do a
लोग
lot of catching up to do.
हाँ, दे हैव टू कैच अप अ लॉट डेफिनिटली।
Right, right. So Arushi, I saw your post on Insta and it mentioned that you do pet reading also. Please
Yes.
tell us something about that.
Okay, so I can connect with the energies of pets also.
Acha.
If a pet is anxious, why is he anxious? What is the message that he wants to convey? How connected you guys are,
Hmm.
and if he wants to pass on a message to you regarding a particular thing about his health, so I can connect with that with the
Can do that.
cards.
That's very new, Arushi, and I never knew about this. And since we were talking earlier, so you mentioned that you can connect with people who have passed away also.
Yes.
So you do those readings as well.
Yes, loved ones who've
Loved
passed
one.
away. Yes, so I can connect with them if they have a message for you, if you want to give them a message, and if there's a specific reason, something happened to them, why was that, and how the energies, if they're happy or not, where they are. So yes, I can connect with loved ones who've passed away
Through tarot
with
reading.
tarot. Yes, with
Okay.
tarot, definitely.
Arushi, people obviously come to you looking for a solution.
Hmm.
How do you provide remedy for their problems?
See, tarot answers questions,
Okay.
but for tarot, I suggest remedies with crystals.
Okay.
Main remedies are with astrology and numerology.
Okay.
So I read the chart and then suggest what planets need rectification, numerology, name wise, name correction,
Okay.
and numbers or colors that are lucky for you. So remedies are mainly through numerology and astrology and crystals.
Okay. And from where can one buy crystals, or do you provide it?
I do provide crystals
Okay.
fully charged.
After this interview, I'll be going for a reading, and in case you find there's a change in the name of the page, there's a double K. So you, Arushi is the one who would have suggested. So you mentioned earlier that you're a healer also. So Arushi, how does it impact you as a person?
So yes, it has been a difficult journey that way. Earlier, I have done Reiki
Okay.
and Brahmanari Kriya, so I started healing people.
Okay.
But initially, it started impacting my health.
Acha.
So when you're doing healing for someone, you are taking their energies also.
Okay.
So it started impacting my health, my emotions. It took me some time,
Okay.
but then yes, you have to be very strong mentally and physically to heal someone, so that you
Okay.
can protect yourself also.
Right. Right.
So
Right.
now, yes, things are different, but initially it impacted my health a lot.
So Arushi, my final question for you is, how can somebody connect to you if they want to get their reading done?
So people can connect with me on call, WhatsApp, Instagram. I do readings offline also,
Acha.
and but then post COVID, I've reduced that because I have a
Obviously.
kid. But then yes, offline, online, voice notes, chat, call, video call,
Okay.
Skype. Yeah, so they can
So I
connect
will
with
be
me.
giving the link of all her IDs and all the ways you can contact her. And if you want to get reading done, you can contact Arushi directly.
It was lovely talking to Prateek, and please subscribe to his channel, Prateik Dua Photography. And you can always connect with me if you need any help. Take care. God bless you. Bye
Thank
bye.
thank you so much.